Hi, I'm Raz, CMO and VP Product Strategy at Wiz. At Wiz, we help organizations prepare for AI threat readiness by focusing on speed of action and breadth of visibility. First step is looking at your external exposure, and it's really important to map every layer of your exposure. It's not enough to look just from the outside in. We want to deeply understand our APIs, our SaaS applications, everything, making sure that we know how to patch what's external because we will need to patch fast, and try to mitigate as much as we can sensitive assets exposed. The next thing we really want to do, and I'll explain why, is scan every exposure we have with AI, what we think of as AI pen testing. In Wiz, we do that using the Wiz Red Agent. Now, the Wiz Red Agent is our AI pen tester. So what we do is we take the deep inside analysis of Wiz, and every entry point that is exposed, we give to our AI pen tester, the Red Agent. Here we see an example of a finding by the Red Agent. The Red Agent basically says, hey, I managed to do an authentication bypass to this application. If we look at the Red Agent's investigation, we can see the steps it took. It's really like your best pen tester, just doing it automatically using AI. And we can see the attack is pretty complex, right? This is not just exploiting a known CVE. It's going deep into the application layer. And we see here that the Red Agent is saying, hey, I managed to exfiltrate sensitive information, and he ends up by giving the exact steps to reproduce the issue. This is why this is so important, because attackers can now use AI to go deeper to the application layer and scan those types of things at scale, and we must do it before they do it. Now, okay, we found this risk by the Red Agent. The power is also in remediating fast. This is where the Green Agent comes into play. The Wiz Green Agent investigates. It uses Wiz's code-to-cloud context that understands where did this code come from, and it starts investigating which developer touched this code, what coding agent did he use. And then we use the fact that the code is now written by the coding agent to simply open a pull request. We know the right developer, the right coding agent, and when the developer reviews PRs by his coding agent, he will just have one more PR to approve. Now, this is important. We scanned every exposure using our Red Agent. We remediated using the Green Agent, but Wiz does it at scale. We have workflows. Workflows is what enables organizations to run those types of flows at scale. For example, saying, hey, every critical issue by the Red Agent, use the Green Agent to try to find the place in the code, find the fix in the code, and automatically open a PR. You run this at scale on your entire environment. Now, once we did this first step of eliminating critical risk, we moved to the next step of scanning our code repositories using a deep AI scan. Wiz first helps you map all of your code repositories, understand exactly what scans Wiz runs on them, and including, of course, our AI SaaS scan. AI models are great at finding complex vulnerabilities in code, but part of the challenge is that you then need to fix, triage them. Wiz will take all of our AI SaaS code findings, and you can see all of the details about the code finding itself. What was a logical flaw in the code? Where was it found? But then we map it to the running environment, and we use the Red Agent to use this vulnerability, and that helps us triage and really understand which of the complex vulnerability flows from the AI scan are actually exploitable from the outside. Wiz is an open platform. You don't have to use the Wiz native AI scanner. You can use any model. Here, for example, we see a finding by Gemini's code mender, where basically those results are uploaded into Wiz very easily using an MCP. You can do the same with Mythos findings, any type of AI SaaS, and again, use the Wiz context and Red Agent to validate them, to investigate them, to prioritize them, and of course, use the Green Agent and also the workflows to remediate them at scale and to triage them at scale. The final step is also ensuring that our threat detection and response is ready for machine speed. It means that, again, we need to move from manual investigations to automatic containment. The Wiz Blue Agent is exactly built to help with that. What the Blue Agent does is basically look at all of the data about an ongoing attack, whether it's workload data, cloud data, processes, everything, and he runs a full investigation to understand whether a threat is malicious. Here we can see the power of that investigation, up until the fact of taking an actual forensic snapshot downloading the files and investigating them. And at the end, just giving a very clear summary of, hey, this is malicious, this is what happened, there was a complete attack confirmed. And this clarity and investigation, using the deep context layers, is what helps teams actually trust the investigations and be able to take containment actions based on AI verdict. So you can now use the same workflows feature to take, for example, the result of a Blue Agent investigation and then run an automatic containment motion. Now, this was a quick demo for AI readiness, but of course, Wiz does a lot more to help security teams prepare for this AI era, including complete visibility into their agentic workflows and much, much, much more. If you want to learn more, go to our website.